Hi, Italo. Thank you very much for joining me for this interview.
Hi, Sandro.
So you are one of the figureheads in the LibreOffice community. So perhaps we can learn from you how to communicate, how to market, how to do PR about a project that actually was forked of another project.
I think that LibreOffice in this sense is a little bit special because we came from a very well-established community, and the group of people that have founded the project were already used to work together for quite a number of years. For instance, I've been working with Florian for 6 years, I think, and of course we already share a number of ideas on the way you communicate this kind of software. So that's
You mean Florian Effenberger, who was on the marketing team of the OpenOffice community?
Exactly. Yeah, we were. I was responsible for marketing in Italy. Florian was coordinating the marketing, but I was quite active in the international marketing area. So we were used to work together on many announcements. We were used to meet at conferences. So when you start working together, then it's rather easy to start working on a new project just because you migrate to the new project what the good points that you already knew from the old project. We try to pick all the goods and get rid of all the bads, but it doesn't happen like this. So we try to focus on communication, especially in areas where OpenOffice was not very popular before, and quite funny, OpenOffice was not popular in the United States because in that market Sun tried to push more StarOffice than OpenOffice, and the community was quite small, was quite fragmented, and of course the United States are a large market in geographical terms, and it's not easy to have an easy communicating community because they're all living far away from each other. But we try to support them quite a lot. We went there to speak at conferences. We try to establish a number of good contacts with the United States press because we know that what happens in the media in the United States in technology has an echo almost everywhere, while the contrary does not apply. So if you have a very good article in Italy or in Germany, you will never have an article on the United States, while if you have an article, for instance, on InfoWorld, you might find a translation of this article on European media. So we did a lot of effort in this sense. We try to help people in local communities. Of course, what we have to do is still a lot, but I think that we have achieved a rather good visibility during the first year, thanks to the work of the developers, thanks to the work of the people that have supported us at local level, thanks to the work of the people that have done wonderful translation of the software. So of course the community is working as a whole, in a sense that everyone is doing his job, and this makes each one's job easier because all the others are working almost without coordination. Each one is managing his own deadlines, and I think that in this sense, we are doing an incredibly good job if you think the dimension of the project. Of course, we still have to learn a lot. We still have to work a lot, but in 1 year we have created very strong roots for the project.
So right now there is this, let's call it, interesting situation where there is LibreOffice and OpenOffice donated to the Apache Software Foundation. What's the challenge here for you when communicating about LibreOffice?
First of all, I would say that we do not like a situation where there are two projects based on what was the former code of OpenOffice. In fact, at the moment, LibreOffice is a fork, but Apache OpenOffice is going to be a fork as well, because they have to change quite a substantial amount of software because of the Apache license not allowing GPL license software, and there is quite an amount inside OpenOffice. We would have, of course, preferred to work inside the same project together, because resources are not infinite. Actually, they're quite limited, especially paid resources. Volunteer resources are easier to find in a sense, but volunteer cannot work full-time.
Now, we have a situation that is a co-opetition, I would say, because on the one hand, there are now these two competing projects, which are based on the same code. On the other hand, of course, you might want to reuse stuff coming from the Apache OpenOffice community and the other way around. So purely from a marketing communications perspective, how do you want to approach that?
Actually, we can reuse the Apache software because Apache license allows us to do so. Apache cannot reuse our software because it's LGPL, so they cannot use our patches. We have released a couple of patches under Apache license because they were of common interest, but this is going to be limited to security patches or to something which is has a direct impact on users, not on not everything. Actually, we have decided not to look at Apache OpenOffice in terms of marketing because we feel that competing under the same roof, in a sense, is not a nice thing. So our marketing is not looking at others. Of course, it's looking at competitors, but in this sense, the competitors are outside our code base and our proprietary software company. So it's easy to understand to which company we are looking at. And we follow our path. We concentrate on what we are doing. We have already enough things to look after that. We prefer not to worry or not to follow too much the Apache OpenOffice project. Of course, there are a few people inside our project that are also working inside the Apache project. They're free to do that because these are open source project. Is a limited number of people. It's not a problem. Everyone is free to do that. It's a personal choice. We prefer at the moment to concentrate on different targets than to concentrate on co-petition or competition with Apache OpenOffice.
Cool, very interesting. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.